Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. You stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, can I get a roll call?
Paul Jenderski,
Here.
Christine Newman,
Here.
Michael Nesbitt,
Present.
Edgar Titoff is absent, Kathy Harris,
Present.
Darcy McSwain,
Present.
Jennifer Rosser Nesbitt.
Present.
Any adjustments to the agenda?
Other than eliminating welcome to County Administrator Mary Catherine Hanna, that should have been deleted. She will not be here, but I will add that after last month's meeting, she has added me to the steering committee on the county master plan, so woo-hoo.
Great.
Oh, good.
Add one more
We'll
thing.
see how that goes. and
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes smoothly.
Okay. Do I have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve the agenda. Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Public comment.
I'm Charlie Brocker, I live in the East Bell, not here bitching about the flood. It is what it is, I know when I put it in there, but, my concern prior to this was, I'm hoping I don't know if the village has the authority, but we have a lot of vehicles that come down, dry weather, come down, East Bell. Sometimes we know it's the bar traffic, and they come zooming by, they come to a screeching halt either at our place or Keevan's next door. Some of them have gone in the field. To my knowledge, there's only one sign, it's pretty close to Paul's house, I think it's in Mr. Yankee's yard, that says no outlet. I'm just wondering if the village has the authority and would entertain possibly adding some signage about being a dead end down there. I'm sure most of this traffic too is people from out of town that don't realize they gotta make the left turn. Don't go through. Yeah, so, I don't know if the village has the authority to do that, but I'd like to make a request to, if possible, to maybe have additional signage put down that way to show that it's a dead end road.
So they don't understand what no outlet means?
Well, ours says north, not as miss it.
Okay.
It's really bad right now.
Not now.
Or something.
Eventually.
Yeah, like I said, it's got nothing to do with the flood, that's another thing. By the way, if you have any 5-gallon pails that are empty, bring them down to my house. We're gonna sightsee, scoop 2 pails and bring them up and water the lawns. It's simple, it's arena.
No, but most of the neighbors are complaining because there's just a slew of traffic coming up and down. They're looking, they're gawking, they're curious. I get it. It's just, when they're parking in front of some of these people's houses, Woodgate's was one the other day. 2 people parked right in front of his house. He called me. I'm in Shields. I'm like, it ain't nobody related to me. I mean, people are just walking down there, walking next to the water in front of people. Yeah, that needs to stop. I mean, how do you stop it though?
Yeah.
It'll be done soon.
Well, the news was here the other day, and hey, is
They
it still
put it
bad?
on.
Is it still bad over there? I'll go over there then. I want to get video.
Yeah, we seen you on the news.
Oh, you see
Yeah.
Mike? Mike did a nice shot.
I didn't see him, but I seen you.
And speaking of Mike, he's complained about semi trucks going through past the light, not knowing they have to make the left, and I've explained that most of that is MDOT. Like we can't do anything, but further down we can do something, and that's an easy fix. If it helps, we'll.
But he's
try it.
right, it does happen. I mean, we could put some bigger signage, so like he said,
Yeah,
so they don't come straight through, because people are stupid.
I feel like,
Shit happens.
is there anything, like just by the museum that says something? I feel like there's something that kind
It's
of.
just a normal little sign saying that way, but
Yeah.
if they're
Yeah,
playing
easy
on their
fix.
phone, not paying attention, right through they go.
Yep, no problem.
Could you put it closer to the rail trail maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's more signs, we have signs going up to the hill, so that people slow down, blind corner, curve. We got those signs to put up, we can add more past your house, like maybe by that cutoff. And maybe they'll stop there and turn around and come back and not go all the way
People
to
are
the
tearing
end.
through there pretty fast too, and
Yeah,
there's
it's
a couple
hard to
kids
do.
down there. We don't have a lot of kids, but there's a couple kids
Right.
down there. It'd been nice to have a drone so we could do some surveillance on that too. Whatever happened to that drone? What did you ever do with that?
It's probably in the back room.
I mean,
Chief?
Is there any way we could get it,
Got no way you can fly it.
We need nobody to fly. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
You have to get licensed to
Well,
legally
then,
use
why don't we
it.
get a license? It can't be that much. It would have really came in handy.
Okay. let's-
Officer Hall is actually working on a license for it, he's just waiting on the class for Delta.
Awesome. I mean, just
Okay.
to have the thing
You guys,
donated and
we're
not
still in
used.
public comment. Let's go through. Is there anybody else who would like to speak from the public? Okay. Vice Engineer report.
Good evening, council. Austin Alexander from Spicer. Few good updates. Heard back from the U.S. Department of Agriculture for the water project for this fall. They've finally, responded and gotten in touch with us, and they did say that the village has been officially obligated, so they are more aware of us. We're not on the back burner anymore. We're on the front burner now. They're doing their final little reviews and checks on all of our plans. And really the big thing that we're waiting on right now is a couple of documents from the attorney who Hart's been in touch with. And RD has to do just their final review of all the planning documents, the plan set, the specifications, the contracts. And then we'll be able to put that on the shelf for bidding and go through the actual normal process of that. So, yeah, just a few little paperwork things, but we're closer than we've ever been. On the safe routes to school, no updates there since they found the artifact and they're doing their full SHPO historical review, getting in touch with all the tribals to see what may or may not be there. But on the TMF side of things, so we've got the SRF project plan that is due June 1st. At next month's council meeting, we'll do, as part of an agenda item, we'll have to do an official public hearing review of the project plan for those SRF projects. So just telling everybody, here's the scope of work. We're planning on replacing all of the galvanized surfaces in the village. This is what we're estimating that's gonna cost. These are our other options, aka leave them in the ground and do nothing and be in violation of federal and state requirements. Here's the project timeline, full top to bottom, basically we're open forum, receive any public comment, and then we include any notes from that in our final design and it as part of our final submission to the state. It's one of the things they require, is that you do that public hearing. So we'll have that in 10 days, at least 10 days prior to next month's meeting. Then we'll have the village has to issue a public advertisement of that meeting, and we'll have the draft project plans here at the village for anybody who's so interested that they'd love to come and read them ahead of time. They'd be welcome to do so. So Hart and I will be communicating on that and setting up that formal advertisement, and we'll roll through that at the next meeting. So, and then June 1st we'll have our submission, and in the fall we'll hear back on scoring and see where we end up. And then lastly, with team at the other side of things, I did a site walk today, kind of a punch list to check all of the houses where they used that coring technology for services that were in concrete driveways or asphalt driveways, and took a bunch of photos. Some of those cores didn't end up holding through as nicely as we'd like, so we're gonna have MEC come back through and revisit it, either polish them up a bit or even pull out some flags of concrete and pour in some new concrete in spots where it needs it. Just to make sure, that we're giving people at least equivalent to where they started. It's always a bummer when you have utility stuff in your sidewalk or in your concrete driveway, though. It's just, ultimately, it's always gonna be in the way. And then speaking of sidewalks, so we've been working on a project for replacing the sidewalk on either side of Saginaw Street downtown from Bell to Clinton for that block, both sides of the road. We've got our final plans, QAQC, clean, ready to go on the shelf. We're just waiting on our MDOT permit because of that corner of the road there. When they do the corner of Bell and Saginaw, that little bit of sidewalk, they're gonna have to put like some signs on MDOT that say, road closed or lane closed. So we technically need an MDOT permit. So once we get that back, we'll be able to send that out for bids and should hopefully mobilize on that pretty quickly. Should be a short project, more or less once it gets done. So in the next month or two, we'll be seeing that and try and get that done and see where we end up with timings. I know they're doing some paving work on Saginaw Street as well, so we'd love to time it nicely with all of that. And then obviously Mark's got the code of ordinances stuff, but he's got his own agenda item for it, so we'll just save it for them when we go through some of the chapters. Anything else?
Yep. No, I don't know if anybody has questions.
What's a good guess on the start? I know it's wet right now.
Mm.
What's a good guess on startup date for all this?
Yeah, great question. For the RD, so we've got you know, we still have our, waiting on the attorney for a couple of files.
For both projects or just for?
That'll be for the water main for phase 2, so that's all the water, mostly water work on East Bell Ave, and then, like Cherry Street and Walnut Street, there's a couple of little sections there.
Block right here.
Yep. Maple,
Behind us.
yep. So that'll all be fall construction, for sure, cause you're gonna have a month or so for bidding and awarding, and then you're gonna have getting all of your contracts, reviewing the shop drawings for all the materials that they plan on using, and then getting into the actual mobilization that's gonna take.
When they gonna make it open for bids for the project?
Yeah, great question.
Probably 30 days, I would think-ish.
I think
Right, but from that,
45 days.
yeah,
I'm hoping month of May,
right.
Yeah.
the whole
That-
month, and that mean June, July get in the ground.
Yeah, as long as we get the attorney to get us on these
I
last couple
called
of
him,
decks.
left another message.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to him, he's working on it. He'll get it to me tonight,
Yeah.
and then it's tomorrow.
Yes, so that's kind of the only unknown, you know, if we're waiting on a Spicer thing, I'd tell you it'd be ready tomorrow, but I can't, some things outside my control. And then on the sidewalk, so sidewalk would be hopefully for Saginaw Street, would be getting the MDOT permit. I'd love to get that by like the end of next week, put that on the shelf for bids next Friday.
Why is the sidewalk in the village limit, MDOT, it's not along MDOT road, is it?
Right, it's because you have West Bell and Saginaw, and, yeah, that corner. So all the work is on Saginaw Street sidewalk, but because you're gonna have to close that lane, when people are coming down MDOT, they're gonna need a sign there that says,
Gotcha,
turning right's gonna be closed. So now we need an MDOT permit for that, so.
gotcha.
In case anybody accidentally steps off the side of the road, gets a little dirt from their shoe on, you know, one of the constructors. So that'll be open post that for bids, maybe next Friday, if not the Friday after. And then just have that open for like 3 weeks or so, and then usually that one, we don't have to do a full shop drawing review and contract, so once that's approved, should be a pretty quick turnaround to get in there and do that, and that work itself is 3 weeks, maybe a month, by the time they actually rip everything out and go in and pour it, depending on how eager they are, and if they send out 2 crews to do both sides at the same time, phase it one at a time, kind of see all that when we get there. Yeah, any other questions?
I have one.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can answer this or if this is DPW, but I see in the budget here that we had water line repairs on Cole and Baltic and then a water leak on Irving and Clinton. Did that have anything to do with our new construction?
No, but it is something that we're keeping track of. The Irving and Clinton, that area is what we're targeting for I believe that's in the scope of our SRF project plan, where we're looking to replace that old cast iron junk water main.
It's new from Fulton to Chestnut, it needs to be new from the other way now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is air conditioning, I mean, we used to replace or repair all the lines ourselves back in the days, why don't we do that anymore? Why is air construction doing a lot of repairs on that?
The last couple, we dug the one up on Park Court. It got so sloppy, we couldn't keep up with it. He was there about a half hour, used his suck truck, we got it done. That's what we're doing. We're getting, when it's really wet and muddy, he uses his suck truck, and within a half hour, we can. get it out of
HVAC
there.
sucks it out?
Yeah,
So they're still
That's the
doing
main
it, they're
thing.
just using him.
he's not doing the whole thing, just part of it.
We used to repair them ourselves, I remember them doing it, just
We
just
repair a lot of them.
They still
That's
do
why,
it.
why we aren't doing it.
They are.
It's wet spring.
The water line services that they did is all part of that leftover money.
Yeah.
That money goes to them because they won the bid. So we're just using that money up, and that's why we're picking galvanized lines to have replaced.
Right, and that's fully been expended now, so we shouldn't have any more there, but that
That's
was.
not coming out of us, that's from that grant.
Yeah. Anything else?
Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
Council minutes approval.
Motion to approve the village council minutes from March 11th, 2026.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Commission committee reports. Planning Commission, no March meeting. Park and Rec, no March meeting. Downtown Development Authority, March 6, 2026.
Look at the last page of the EDA one. Yeah, just.
motion to file the Downtown Development Authority minutes from Friday, March sixth.
Support?
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Okay. Payment of claims.
Is this Jacob Frost on here with this, the sod? Is that a grant or does that come out of the,
DDA funds, so it's,
is it coming out of the people's pocket or is it coming out of,
DDA.
which is what?
So,
What I'm trying to ask is, does he pay for half of this or
Yeah.
how's this work?
yes, yep.
I mean, I agree with
it's a
helping out
matching
some of the
grant.
businesses in the town, but, I mean, I know the guy, and he hasn't really been in business in this town very long. I mean, how do you say he gets it versus another business?
They have to apply to the DDA, the DDA reviews the application, and then you're not paid out until we receive the receipts at the end. You have to show what you paid, show what the work is done, and then you can get up to a 50% grant based on your project.
People are just asking me, why are we paying for somebody's roof? The business should be supporting itself or collapse on its own.
The DDA, the purpose of the DDA is to create a better business environment. Facade grant programs are statewide. It's just to beautify, essentially to beautify downtown and keep it from turning into like inner
Ghetto.
city.
$8,000 owes
The largest grants we've given, we've maxed out at 10. You know, for Thurston's has gotten a couple.
I remember it.
Yep, the roof there. I don't think we've given
Frank's
out.
sidewalk.
Frank's sidewalk was another 10, but most of the time it's 2 to 3. Hopefully Tony's when they redo their signs. I don't know what that's gonna be, but definitely
Do
want to.
they have something that they pay into that goes into the DDA fund or does it just come out of the?
They do pay $88.
The
Yes.
taxes go in
Yep, they are in the district.
there. The actual taxes go in there. It is looking better.
Looks great. I'll make a motion, we pay our bills in the amount of $112,925.77.
I'll support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? New business, Little League Park rental.
They have a board. Normally they come to us and ask for permission to use our parks. We approve it for $1. I don't think $1's ever been exchanged. The person that normally comes is no longer on that board, but somebody was asking, they wanna start practices on the 13th. Is it okay? And I said, yeah, it's kinda ceremonial, but we'll get it approved officially, should you wish.
I'll make the motion to approve the Little League Park rental
Second that.
In the amount of $1.
for $1. Yeah.
$1.
Since it's money, we should probably roll call.
Okay.
Paul Jenderski,
Yes.
Christine Newman,
Yes.
Michael Nesbitt.
Yes.
Edgar Titoff is absent. Kathy Harris.
Yes.
Darcy McSwain.
Yes.
Jennifer Rosser Nesbitt.
Yes. We make sure we get that $1 too.
10 pop cans.
Okay, letter B, Rebel Magnolia Flea Market.
So I don't have an application yet. I've reached out asking for one. They are posting on Facebook that they're going to be here. I think it's
Oh.
May
May
8th and 9th.
Really?
I was gonna take this to Parks next week, but while we're here, we might as well discuss, do we wanna keep the price the same? $300 deposit, so that if they don't clean up and take care of their own garbage, we just keep it, and then $500 for the day rental? That's what we have done in the past. We haven't done it with, the hometown days, as they are more local.
They're saying they're doing it, but they haven't confirmed it by putting an
Correct.
application in?
Yeah, so, send them the application again. I reached out to their Facebook page, and if you guys are okay with that, at the same price, we'll make sure we have an application before they can do anything, but I'll get it to you ASAP, but I'll probably take it to Parks next week. But you're good with those numbers?
Yeah.
It's good for the park
Yeah,
fund, you
It
know.
is, yeah.
We've updated a lot of signage there with those dollars, so.
Right.
How do they do with the cleanup?
They first year was kind of rough, but since then they've actually done a pretty good job, I believe.
Not bad last year.
And they're very thorough. They're more organized. The first year they're kind of winging it last minute, but I think they've got a system now, and I just want to make sure you're good with those numbers.
Is the
There's a lot of people.
market thing up at the park, that's just not happening anymore? That's just,
We left it open.
okay, just
We don't have anybody at this time. If you think of somebody, and
was wondering, cause sometimes it pops up at the last minute, people get
yeah.
to growing
Well,
stuff.
that's in the budget, right? We left it in the budget just in case.
I
Didn't we?
I think we did. We leave it?
We
Yeah,
did.
we did.
Yeah.
I'll look.
Just in case somebody
I thought-
showed
I
up
think
and wanted
just
to
in
do
case-
it.
yeah, I thought-
I thought we took it out.
Somebody
We
was
did leave
possibly
it.
interested
Yeah.
in, or
Or if
we were
somebody
sure they
became
were kinda,
interested.
yeah, they were on the fence and we are like, okay, let's leave it in.
But I was just thinking driving around the other day, like, what if we could do something at the museum upstairs, like a market, like a weekly market?
Cause you can't get people up there.
The handicap.
Yeah.
They don't have a
Chairlift.
handicap access to it.
Yeah, occupancy's like what, 100 maybe? Occupancy's like what, 100 upstairs or
You gotta be
something?
careful
It's
with
pretty
that.
big, but you can't get handicapped
Right,
people.
but
Yeah.
There was a theater up there one time, yeah.
The stage is still there.
Must have put a chair
I'm not crazy.
There you go.
Who's the gentleman
Chairlift on the stairway.
that sells his produce on 52?
Brad.
Brad Smith. Everybody kind of goes there, and he's like, it's easier just do it here. So.
He's already announced, I think, when he's gonna open on
On
Facebook.
Facebook, I thought, yeah, he did it.
He had it up again today, even with the weather. He's planning on June, into
It's-
June,
I thought
first
it
of
was like
July.
end of June or
It's usually when the
something, yeah.
vegetables start coming
Yeah, when he
in.
starts
Yeah.
coming in, he opens up.
It's iffy because of the rain.
So
he's-
I guess what I'm asking is to approve those numbers, and should the application come in time, approve it. If not, I don't know, barricade the
Should-
park down.
Should we approve it or suggest the park committee make it those numbers and then let them approve it?
Since it's backwards, just because of the way everything falls, yeah.
And then if it doesn't show up, we're out nothing.
I'm on the park committee, and I don't mind leaving it the same for one more year, but I'd like to see it go up a little bit too. They're
Well-
making some good money doing that, I'd like to add a little more to the park fund.
Oh, scare me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go with the majority, but, you know,
Were they here last year?
yes.
As big as the year before?
So the first year was about 4,000 people, which created a ruckus in town.
Mhm.
The next time, then they went back to Thomas, and then they came back and it was about
Okay.
2,000.
Okay.
But they've added the Friday night special or whatever, VIP,
VIP thing?
and then a line on Saturday morning. They've kind of worked out. I think last year might have been 1,400 people.
Something like that.
I mean, it's going down, but it's still a lot of people for,
I think they've got 100 vendors.
yeah, 100 vendors is nuts.
I think it's good to leave that price the same and not scare them off if they
I
just
think
came
so.
back. And then hit them,
Well, then, I like the idea of a
you know, see
suggestion
how
to
many
the
show
park,
up.
park committee to review the application thoroughly and leave the numbers as is.
Mhm.
Would be, I think, a prudent way to do this.
Do you want a motion to that effect?
Okay.
I make a motion that we suggest the park committee accept the Magnolia project for 500/300, 300 for the cleanup and 500 for the rent. And they get the 300 back if they clean it up.
If they clean up.
Second, somebody
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Okay, letter C, park cleanup, April 11th, rain date, April 12th.
Supposed to happen this weekend. We need no more rain, but we're likely in the forecast.
Thursday, tomorrow morning, and then Friday.
We are, between March and April, we received 8.88 inches of rain. Year to date, we are at 11.17 inches. Our yearly average is 6.34 at this point, so well above our average. They're gonna try to clean up. Bart, are you guys pre-mulching,
That's
pre-leafing?
all done.
All done? Okay. I appreciate that.
We got it as quick as we could get it, and, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's, the big stuff is mostly gone.
Okay. And the rain day is Sunday, so I'd like to be on the fields on next Monday. So, spring is here.
Isn't that the
Hope
little
springs eternal. Doesn't feel like it, but just wanted to make you guys aware of that, as I always have. And normally, like I said, they have a representative.
Doesn't the,
You guys
the
getting involved in
lane
the
committee
park
usually
cleanup
do
too?
that?
You guys don't do the park cleanup, or
We've gone down there
Beautification
in
day.
years past and took the loaders and stuff down there for them to help load stuff up.
There's a
We
earlier is that you, Don and I would go up there, I'd have my dad's truck, he'd have a loader and backhoe, and we'd just fill the leaves and get them out of the dugouts and let them take it from there, but now we just kind of pre-clean,
Before they're,
so they
before
can,
they get there.
they can drag and get the fields ready, bases, and the kids can do a little bit of work. And I didn't hear your question, Kathy, I'm sorry.
I just said that the Little League committee is the one that usually does
They,
that.
they clean out the concessions, they get all the food ordered,
We
and
got trucks, trailers, and
I think they bring,
tractors if you need.
pizza for anybody that
I
helps.
don't know about bringing it around, but yeah.
It's for after.
They bring a lot of four-wheelers side by side.
I got a blade, I got everything. Just bought a new trailer.
Letter D, resolution 26-5, amend fiscal year 25-26 budget.
So this should be the final one, obviously, our new budget season, or new budget year is here, but these are the bills that came in after we approved our fiscal year budget, that come in the last couple of weeks of March, to amend our final 25-26 budget.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 26-5 to amend the 25-26 fiscal year budget.
I'll support.
Roll call?
Paul Jenderski,
Yeah.
Christine Newman,
Yes.
Michael Nesbitt,
Yes.
Edgar Titoff is absent, Kathy Harris,
Yes.
Darcy McSwain,
Yes.
Jennifer Rosser Nesbitt.
Yes.
Next month I'll have the beautification day resolutions to move forward, beautification day is what, May 15th?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
typically it is.
Those meetings are ongoing, we met with Lori Orr, kinda go over what she needs and where, and we'll try to make it as smooth as possible.
Beautification day meeting the 16th, if anybody wants to go, it'll be fun.
What time is it?
I think it's
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
The 16th at 6?
Huh?
16th at 6, is that what you said?
Are they gonna resume the parks and rec meetings and everything's gonna be as normal from now on? Okay.
It's back, it's season. March 4th, we haven't updated the last one. Room 300 at 6 is when they have them, but 16th.
Which is down by the old library, I was told.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's,
It's
Girdings
the old-
room, I
Yep.
should be up there, yeah, Janie Girdings room. There's a sign there. Old business, code rewrite, chapters 4 through 7.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
I'm glad I tagged them.
Is
Sorry.
there a possibility that, the table of contents, if we could put the page number that each chapter starts on? For each, or would?
Yeah, we could. What I was thinking about, and I actually
Would they have
decided on
tabs
tonight,
on
I was gonna do tabs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
usually they
Pretty
pull
sure. I think
tabs
that
when
would
it's
help.
done
Oh,
all.
that works too.
But if
They're-
it's
they
online
go
or
like
whatever,
this.
if you're looking at electronic, you know, I don't know if you can do it on the side, maybe just tabs.
They also have tabs, yeah, online, they've
I think
got
you can
tabs,
do
I think.
I
Okay.
don't know how to set that up, but I can.
Somebody can set it
It's a
up for you.
PDF, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do send it to
links
PDF,
to the
so we can
hyperlink.
do something.
Yeah,
Okay.
But as, I don't know if you noticed, but on each of them, we have chapter 1-1, so then every one, we don't have it continuous, page numbers, so it
Okay.
wouldn't really do a whole lot.
I just
think
wondered if
the
there was a way you
tabs-
could do it so you could
The tabs
find
would
them
be a lot
easier.
better.
Okay,
And
that works too.
I feel like we went through chapter 4 on the animals already. Am I
We
wrong?
did, yeah.
we did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Chapter 5?
Stop
Yeah.
it.
So 7's pretty long though, so I think we'll just still try to get through
Yeah.
7 tonight.
Stop meeting, very good.
So chapter 5 is on building
just
and
ask-
building regulations. Go ahead, Christine.
Okay, back in the, you sent us the thing with the red changes in it.
Yeah,
Okay, the official bonds was not changed correctly.
that was before we did any of our changes here. The
It was.
comments I sent you were from like before the planning commission. When the planning
Okay.
commission finished, that's where it got to come to you. So none of our
Okay,
changes
okay.
here have been in that one.
Okay,
I'm gonna just make all the changes at once when we're
because
done.
it was changed from 3 to 4, and I thought, that's not right.
Yeah, no, we did not change what you
Okay.
had talked about.
Okay,
So yes, good catch.
On chapter 7, down at the bottom,
Okay.
all of them, it says chapter 7, period, and then dash the page number.
Okay.
If you wanna just make a note of
Yep.
Tab of that.
Okay, so chapter 5 is buildings and building regulations. I think this is one where, Scott had helped us review. He actually gave me a couple of, new revisions tonight. But it basically just talks about, you know, this single state construction code, and a lot of this just goes through the, codes that the state adopts. And then just, you know, there's a Board of Appeals, Construction Board of Appeals through the village. You know, how do we handle violations and those types of things? Permit fees, not really, I think I'm gonna change that page break there. The bottom of the first page, just says section 22, or 5.2, that should go to the top of the next page. And you can see where it says section 8-47 should be 5-47, that was one of the items. Scott showed me today, and then,
Scott had, what, section 5-47, you wanted to correct all the codes there, correct, Scott?
Item number 5,
Okay.
yeah,
needs to be changed. Currently it reads Michigan Residential Code 2021 edition. That needs to be changed to the 2015. The 2021 edition is currently in litigation, and the state more than likely will not adopt it, so everybody is still enforcing the 2015 residential code. So we need to adopt that, and from what I'm hearing at the state, they may not even adopt the 2021. We might not get a code till the 2027 comes out, which they're already working on.
Okay.
So, but in addition to that, under section 5-47, we need to add a subsection B. That was discussed at the planning commission, but it never made it to this final copy. I think we discussed it a couple times. But we need the following added. Section B, the Village of St. Charles shall automatically adopt all future code updates to the codes listed in section 547A as promulgated by the State Construction Code Commission pursuant to 1972 PA 230, being MCL 125.1501, and as amended and updated by the commission and filed in accordance with 1972 PA 230. What that does in the future, whenever the codes are updated at the state of Michigan, we automatically accept those new codes. Then it doesn't require us to go through a planning commission to update and make a resolution to amend the ordinance, and then come back to you for review at a meeting, and then go back to, it's just done.
Okay,
That
should it
takes care
say
of it.
commission or council?
Pardon me?
The last, like, 2 words, it was according to the commission,
The Construction Code Commission.
yeah.
that commission,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, the updated by the commission, that would be the, construction.
nothing here.
State code,
Yeah,
Nothing with
okay,
us.
okay, put that in.
Yeah, he gave me all the language for us to add it right, and we're gonna do that. Yep,
So does that change 5-48,
I was just gonna ask that too.
2021
It says
International Property
2021.
Maintenance Code, does that change?
On the next one, 5-48, it says, on A, it says
No, the
2021,
property maintenance code is correct.
that one's okay.
That's not in litigation?
Okay,
Pardon me?
Not in litigation?
No, it's
Okay,
only
so
the
that's-
Michigan residential code that's in litigation.
okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's just kind of adoption, that code is adopted by this. And then that, if that gets updated to your part B you just talked about, would automatically update that one if that gets approved as well, or no? If that gets, say, changed to 2027?
Actually, you might wanna add a section C under that,
Okay, do the same language?
yes,
Okay,
and then that will automatically get updated as well. Good catch.
And then there's the state law reference in here, you're gonna see that quite a bit throughout the whole ordinance. Just talks about violations, anybody who violates any of the provisions in here are subject to civil fine, you know, as indicated in the back of the section. Just other costs that they're responsible for. Basically just a code for the abatement of dangerous buildings. A lot of this stuff follows the state law as well, just saying that it's being adopted by the village. Then it goes on to talk about violations for that as well, kind of the same type of format. I just see down here at the bottom for some reason, it says sections 574 to 8-104, that should be a 5 again. I think what happened was this section used to be section 8.
We moved it forward.
And we moved it forward because there was a couple that we didn't have, so we just, and I see that again at the top, there's another 8.
Section 5-105 renters'
Oh, we don't
rights.
care, we're gonna do
A.
different sides for anyway.
Should we put something to update that as well? Section B there.
Is
Automatic
automatically
update,
updated?
as that is.
I would think so. I think Scott.
Actually,
I think that-
dangerous buildings can be addressed under the property maintenance
Oh,
code.
we're not even rental.
Okay.
What about renters' rights? Renters' rights,
At the bottom of
5-105.
3, yeah, page 3.
Do we need to update that automatically?
That might automatically update already with,
Where are you at? I'm sorry, I
it's
lost you.
talking about
5-3, last sentence,
the last
A.
page.
The A, 2021, that one?
Yeah,
I kinda think that would automatically be adopted from
That
back
would
in
automatically.
548
Okay.
when we have C.
perfect.
Cause they talk about the International Property Maintenance Code, so that would automatically change it there, I believe. Now the next section is just on inspections, basically the building inspector has the authority to inspect the premises. Pretty standard, then we have the list of violation fees on here, and then, like I said, same thing with any other costs potentially at the bottom. Kinda standard format for this. Any questions? Okay. Chapter 6, community development, we referenced the state law at the very beginning. Talk about Downtown Development Authority, which is the DDA. And we've got some definitions, I was just noticing that font looks like I need to update that. Okay, so, I had another question through here earlier, I saw, but in the definitions, it says chief executive officer means the village president.
Confirmed.
What's that?
Confirmed.
Yeah, so I was noticing something earlier tonight, under, 6-23, they referred to the chief executive officer, and I just questioned who that was, but I just see it now under definitions. Basically determination of necessity, you've already got the DDA limit set, talks about the property values in the central business district. You know, to promote economic growth, we kinda talked about that a little bit earlier, we were talking about the loan they give some businesses within that district. There's a creation of the DDA, you know, how that's supposed to be, you know, that's in place, I think you guys, I don't know if you can expand it or not at this point, sometimes different communities.
We can, it's a very arduous process.
Yeah.
I believe Grand Rapids has expanded theirs twice in the
Okay.
last 10 years, but they're growing exponentially. There was discussion, the DDA did look into the matter, and decided not to pursue it.
Okay. Okay, description of the district, it says, they're described in exhibits A and B, which are on file with the village clerk, so hopefully that's true. And that they're actually called exhibit A and B?
It's there.
Okay, cause if they're not A and B, we should just, whatever they are described, we need to make sure that they're correct and consistent. The board of directors for the DDA can be up 8 to 12 members, and it says the members are appointed by the chief executive officer, which is the village president, and then also subject to approval by the village council. And then those people would hold their terms for the DDA as provided in Act 197, which I'm sure is, you know, the way that the DDAs are created. And then it also says each member basically keeps their office until a successor is appointed, so it's not necessarily a 2 or 3 or 4 year term, it's just, they're there until they get replaced, basically.
You have to have.
Or
8,
resigned, I guess.
Have to have 8, or you,
Well, in small communities, the DDA is basically the planning commission.
yeah.
So,
Can be,
that's
yeah.
kind of Jenny's role, being planning commission and DDA, but the idea is to have business owners, or it's
Mhm.
kind of like since the now defunct Chamber of Commerce.
I think it's actually defined, and you have to have a couple of homeowners, also that are within the DDA, cause there's some homeowners within the DDA. So they can also be board members. But you have to own something kind of within there to
That's-
be,
You don't have to own, but you have to have a general interest in the business of the village.
really.
Okay.
Boy, when we set that up, I'm sure, okay.
It says in here, it
It's
says
just state law.
8 to 12 members as provided by PA 57, so if we look that up, I guess that'll probably give us some more definition of.
We didn't really know what we were doing when we said that. We just did it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
on that first sentence, chief executive officer, the C, the E, and the O should be capitalized.
Which one are you on?
The very first sentence of 6-23,
Oh, yeah.
the title.
Yeah, there's
is it the
another one in
title?
there that it
Yeah.
is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and then it just says, you know, what the powers the DDA has, it's just basically whatever they have the authority to by law for their, by their act, and then they've got to adopt a budget, and it needs to be consistent within the village's fiscal year as well, so it's the same time frame. And then they have to prepare an annual budget and submit it to the council. Basically, then here it says same date as the proposed budget for the village is required to be submitted to the council. So that's supposed to coincide with your budgets. And they just says they need to submit financial reports to the council, just like you guys do, same time. Last item is just the approval of the development and tax increment finance plan. Which says that the village council approves their plan for the St. Charles DDA without modification. And I see, the 6 must have used to be 12 also. I don't know if there's any other 12s in here that should be 6s. I don't see any, I just saw one at the very end. Questions, comments, anything?
Is the Downtown Development Authority a TIFA?
The tax.
TIF is a tax increment.
Yeah, I know,
finance
that's what we
authority.
did the
It is
industrial
a
park.
tip, it is a tip.
Yeah,
Or it is a TIFA too?
Yep.
Okay,
it's kind of, yeah, they very,
because that's what the industrial park is a TIFA.
yeah. So chapter 7 is entitled Environment. There's a lot of different, sections through here. They kind of go through the same type of thing, each article within the section. But the first article is, nuisances. Kind of just in general, they have just whatever is defined as offensive is just prohibited basically. You know, anything that annoys, endangers, or injures the safety, health, comfort of the public basically is considered a nuisance.
Pretty big.
Yeah,
Real big.
Yeah.
yeah,
Great school.
yeah.
But at the-
It's
at the
pretty
end-
vague, yeah, but I mean, if you try to make it probably more specific, you're gonna always leave something
Well,
out.
at the end of the statement, it says, it has to be within here to be a nuisance, kind of, says that. Public nuisances shall include but not be limited to whatever is forbidden by any provision in this chapter.
Yeah,
It's real vague.
yeah. Now it talks about the specific acts. that are restricted, maintenance of any pond, pool, or water vessel holding stagnant water, so I mean, that's one. You know, just basically throwing garbage in the streets, alleys, or anywhere else. Pollution of a stream or body of water, all those types of things. You know, noxious fumes or gas. You know, any explosive or.
Most of that fall under the DNR, Eagle, or whatever, I mean,
I think the last
we
sentence.
don't really have any control.
The
over
last
that.
sentence, I think you should, as determined by Eagle, comma, EPA, comma, or County Health Department. It's just that order's in the wrong spot.
Oh, yeah.
And I have seen situations where the County Health Department wasn't gonna do anything, but the EPA came in
Yeah,
on
did,
some
yeah.
oil and, that was close to a tributary to a river.
Okay, yeah, thanks, good catch.
So do we not have like any say in the river system, like where our bridges are and how much, I mean, there's trees all over, like by the railroad bridge, like it just looks so terrible down there and I just, do we not have that say? Is it all?
Like
the-
that they have to maintain them, is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah,
They're
like
in there right
we
away?
had all that flood that one time and there's so many trees by the railroad bridge and
Oh, they get hung up in the
they
river,
get
so the
hung
ones that are
up.
floating
It
down,
just,
yeah.
it just looks terrible down there. And I just, the DNR, I thought it was the DNR's job to do that. but-
Nope, I talked to the DNR and they said it's our waterway, you wanna clear it, it's ours to navigate. You wanna navigate it, you clear it up and do whatever you want, they have no say in it. It is ours to navigate.
Really?
You wanna
But
go
that
down
would
there,
just be
cut
within
away,
the
go ahead,
village.
but it's just, I don't know.
It just, I
Yes,
don't
the
know.
waterway within the village.
Correct.
Yeah, well, we had a river committee. They were completely on their own, they were not really tied with us at all, but we helped them sometimes. And they did the river way out, and it was Dale Greaves and Louis Gould and
Yeah.
all those guys.
Carol Medic from the living.
Oh, yeah, there was a whole bunch of people, and then they had the barge, they found this barge, and we got on the barge, and then when they didn't want the barge, we got rid of the barge. But they did a lot of work and cleaned it up,
Yeah. I
and those
remember
guys
that.
worked hard, and I think Dale Greaves, is he the only one left?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Louis Gould, Dave Grieve, or Dale Grieve, Marvin Umstead, Frank
Yeah, he's gone.
Rigonis,
He's
and
gone.
John Gator Seisler.
I think the state went, they wanna keep it natural, so that's why they shut it down. Or cause they were taking some of the logs out of the river, which were obstacles or whatever, that way, they were cabling with the trees on the shores and whatever, and the DNR just went, no, we're not doing that anymore, that's not natural, you're not doing it.
It's
So,
a habitat.
I mean, we have the kayaking, I mean, we have all that, but just,
but like I said.
It's not saying a group can't go in there and pull
We
that
don't
out.
need
Well,
a
like,
permit.
some of the guys that go down side, some of the guys
Yeah.
that go down early and they'll clear some of
They do
the
some.
logs sticking out of the water and that, or
We can-
tie a milk jug to it or something, so somebody doesn't hit it, so that's good, but yeah.
Yeah, it's usually, it's not something the village has ever generally
I just
done.
didn't know if it was like part of this, but okay.
When you try to do something, they're boat launching out there right away.
I'm sure no one would complain though,
Working
if
on it.
anyone.
Right. I'm not, like I said,
Right.
like I told Tyler, I'm not looking for you on a Saturday, Sunday morning in the river.
Right,
We'll knock it out.
yeah. Okay, thanks.
So then there's just some other specific things listed in here, various things that are considered nuisances. And then just notice of violation process, and then if people wanna appeal that, they have that process within here to do that. And then,
Are we on this page yet?
7-2,
I'm,
yeah, go ahead.
there's a line in here that says, under the circumstances determined by the village clerk to be a public entrance. I don't think that should be the village clerk, because that's no longer an elected position.
Where are you at?
I'm on number
right in
8.
the middle.
Page 7-2.
Oh, I see it. I
You
don't
must
know.
have missed that one.
How would you like to do that, Lou?
There
Do
you
you want to be in
go.
charge of that?
Give you something more to do.
No,
We'll
thank
get you a
you.
magnet to
Yeah.
put on the side of your car so people
No.
know you're coming.
I mean,
Village
not-
clerk.
that's a hired,
Do we want,
the village treasurer
is
should
that a
not be.
manager job, or whose should that be?
Where did I see that now?
Well, it should be, the building inspector. No?
Another new
Okay.
job.
How
Building
about the
inspector
village
or-
manager?
I think it should be building inspector, comma, any village police officer, comma, animal control, comma, president, or the
Oh,
county.
we really, we've had that
There you
in
go.
other areas.
Is
You
anyone?
can count on me, so I'm good.
I just think the village clerk should not be the one
I
responsible for
agree.
that.
Okay.
I agree, but that magnet is online if you need it.
What, so what's the final answer for this one? Do we wanna do what you just said?
Yeah, it's tough because it's environment, you know, like
Yeah.
Scott's not an environmental lawyer by any means, or an environmental
I'll
officer,
say village manager.
but, I mean,
Village manager, you
village
should be able to
police
decide.
officer.
Mm-hmm.
What's one more little thing?
which are constructive
To
of.
get that magnet for his car.
Mm-hmm.
So I put in your village manager, village police officer, or any village police officer, I should say.
I think you go with the notice of violation 7-21, that first sentence.
Okay, building inspector, any village,
Oh, there you
okay.
go.
And I think that's the safest way, consistent, and probably more than likely would hold up in court.
Maybe you should just delete that whole sentence. That last part. And not have anybody determine,
Right.
just have somebody inspect it, like they fill out a paper and we look at it.
That sure looks like a sticky substance to me. Touch it. Is that pine tar? Too much pine tar.
I don't know, maybe it shouldn't even be there like that, you know, I just,
That's
Who
one heck of a
determines
long
what's-
sentence, isn't it? That whole paragraph makes one
Mhm.
sentence.
it is one sentence, but there's some commas in there if you wanna put a period.
Okay, I'll add that,
Because they can
like you
also
said,
give
the
them-
same line from notice of
Yeah.
I
violation.
think that's just the
Right.
safest, cleanest way to do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, throw DPW in if you want.
I'll just put Jason Thurston person here, go.
Yeah, because
So
anything
even after
down
that,
there,
you
if
put
somebody's
his
gonna
Phone,
pay for
cell phone
something.
number.
Yeah,
in there.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's just,
Somebody just gotta make determine who's gonna be responsible for cleaning it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which we know the
That'll be
answers
Jason.
for the most part, you know,
Yeah.
either county,
Right.
us.
Yeah. So then there's, you know, the standard notice of violation section, appeals section, and then abatement of village upon failure of owner, recovery of costs. That one I gotta check, I see it says it's referring to section 1421, I gotta make sure I verify what that is.
I think it should be 721.
Thank you.
It's talking about the notice of violation up top, what was noticed.
That's kind of
And
what I
same
thought.
with 723.
And 24. On the
Yeah,
next
those
page.
have 14, yeah, they have 14s in them, so.
Which
Yep.
again, we probably moved up, there are a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm sure it did.
spaceholders.
Did you say there was another one, Jenny? There was 724, and what's another one that had a 14 maybe?
On the back, or sorry, 7-3, it was section, it says 1424, should be 724 for violations.
Yeah, 721, you said 724?
Section, the violations.
No, it says 1424.
Oh, yeah, I got that one, I found that one, yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, we go to the violations. And then, of course, the fees, as usual now. We have the next article in this section is blight, and it's gonna kinda have all the same subheadings. It's got like the purpose of this section, variety of causes of blight, blighting factors, some expressly prohibited activities in the village. And then, that's kind of the same format as we had before, they just list, looks like 7 of those.
Yeah, there's a 1453 down in 754.
See that? Then violations, how those are handled. And that's kind of the same thing, it says it's the building official or animal control officer, police officer of the village. We should probably make that consistent with the previous ones as well. see what these are, blight. That could be- It says building official, should that be building inspector, cause that's what it says in previous spots?
Yeah.
Any other questions or comments on the article for blight? Okay, the next article in this section is noise control. The same type of thing, just general items that are prohibited, acts declared offensive. We talk about specifically horns and signaling devices, radios and phonographs. I see that at the very bottom line, it used to be 11 o'clock, we changed it to 10, but I see that edit stayed in there.
Right.
Turn your photograph down.
I don't, we wanna pull that out of there, I don't mind.
You never know, they might come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
They might
vinyl
come
is-
back.
They're
Might come
selling
back.
vinyl again.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, take it out, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so it's basically quiet hours are more or less 10 to 7.
7-87, there's yelling, shouting, hooting, whistling or singing, should we add hollering? Can't be hooting and hollering?
Nothing against yodeling in here.
Can't even sing on the public streets, what's up with that?
Okay,
I like steam whistles. Yeah, that's great.
okay, animals and birds. Steam whistles, exhausts, all sorts of things. I think that heading for 7, the page break it at the bottom, so the heading's on the next page. On the bottom of 7-6, it says defective vehicle or load. I'm gonna move that to the next, top of the next page.
Okay.
Just talks about creation of loud noises with, loading or unloading any vehicle. I'm not sure if that's an issue necessarily or not, but we've got it on here. Looks about construction or repairing of buildings. Which actually, those hours, I see it says 7 AM to 10 PM, but
Only Monday
10
through
PM.
Saturday.
I don't know if people are gonna be working after 8 o'clock in dark hours for construction, but.
So no sun.
Well, in the summer, it's
Keeps
still
it
light at
consistent.
10.
Yeah, you're
No
right, it
Sunday.
is.
No
Keeps it
Sunday?
consistent with the quiet hours
Quiet is
at
very
10.
We can do
So it
anything on
kind of
Sunday?
eliminates any confusion if you were to change that
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it says so right there.
Oh, that's.
Monday through
Nope.
Saturday, yeah.
Day of rest. No.
Then it talks about creation of excessive noise at schools, courts, churches, and hospitals. Not sure if that's, I mean, I can see like at a football game or something, the crowd can get loud, but I don't think that's gonna be objectionable. Just hawkers, peddlers, vendors, about, people yelling for selling things. That, I'm gonna double check chapter 24, we don't have that anymore, so that's gonna have to get corrected for peddlers.
Hey, Mark, can you go back, I have
That's
That-
chapter 12. Yeah, where at?
in section 753,
Okay,
number 6,
yeah,
from the planning commission, there was a whole, like, 1 through IX that's missing.
under 6?
Yes, so
it's 6 and then-
7-4. It says an area of the existence of any structure or part of the structure which, because of fire, wind,
Let
natural.
me see which one, just so I know where to put it.
My phone on my way out.
realize how
Yeah.
bad you need
Okay.
your phone till you don't.
I'll have to double check that one. It's 6I through X or something like that.
Yes.
Is that red typed from one that we had originally done? Is that like the red line one I sent you guys? Or no, is that, did you type that out?
No, this was one that you had
Okay.
sent before.
I just don't know how we're missing that, so.
You can take this if you need it.
You can keep it, I will,
Okay.
On section 754,
yep,
item B,
yeah,
where it says 14-53.
yeah, I changed it to a 7.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I did find in 7-95 that chapter 24 is actually 12 now. For peddlers and solicitors based on the table of contents. So drums are specifically listed, talking about transportation of metal rails, pillars and columns, pile drivers and hammers.
Oh, I know that.
Can't do that between 10 PM and 7 AM. Blowers, operation of motor vehicles, just noises by speeding up or slowing it down.
Before Article 5, maybe hit a space or enter there and.
For the weeds there?
spacing, Yep.
Yeah.
Go to the next page.
That needs to go, yeah, that's a page break there. We've had a few of those.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Under operation of motor vehicles, it says the creation of any noise by the speeding up or slowing down in lower gears of any car, truck, tractor, semi. Is that gonna should we throw Jake braking in there, or is that gonna cause a
Jake
whole?
breaking's not illegal.
Okay.
It's noise
Yeah, I
ordinance.
think
Like
we
said,
specifically
like we
did
talked about.
Oh,
how do you-
yeah.
Cause that
how do you
came
keep
up
it
in
on?
our-
Wasn't me, I didn't do it.
Okay.
That came up in our conversations too. I think it might have been in here at one time.
In
but-
Yeah,
fact,
that's why I was,
in fact, we did research on it. Jake breaking, the company that makes them is suing municipalities that have Jake breaking
Oh.
mentioned in their ordinance, saying
Really?
it is a particular kind of break, don't mention our particular
Yeah, it's
item.
like a copyright
And
thing
then
or something.
in south of Chelsea, there was a no Jake breaking permitted sign on M52, which was brought to my attention, so I
It
called.
says brake suppression.
Yes, yep, you have to change the brake suppression.
Okay.
So then I called the city manager at the time in Chelsea saying, how do you have this? Well, we're trying to enforce no Jake breaking. So I called the MDOT TSC in Bay City and said, how do they have this down in Chelsea and we can't have this? And he said, oh, I'm gonna call them right now. And their sign is now taken out. So their manager called me and said, what did you do? I said, I'm just trying to get clarification on the law, and you were breaking it. And they got mad at me and he retired, so it's fine.
okay.
But you're right, it's brake suppression, call it Jake breaking.
Well, Mr. Westlock brought it up.
Yep.
Like we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake breaking is
I get it.
suing municipalities for using
Because
the
they're
term
using their-
Jake break
their term,
instead of
yeah.
brake suppression, which is, you know, must have a lot of money to do that.
So now this is Article 5, weeds. So this is like noxious weeds. Basically this, certain things can't be grown. I mean, I don't know who can identify them
Yeah.
specifically, but I guess if you're allergic to them, you'd know. Cutting and removal, basically the occupant of the property needs to do that.
On
Then
one
just-
31, you need
Yeah.
to take out manager and capitalize treasurer.
Confusing, that whole group.
Say that again? Delete manager?
Yep, and then make that treasurer with a capital T.
Okay, so that's good to have that, yeah, it should only be one. I see manager again farther down, and I see 14 couple times.
Well,
14 should be
It should be
7.
sevens, yeah.
And
does the treasurer do it?
she posts it
She does, okay.
Yep. in the track.
So there's no sense telling her any different.
So then, It says, if the provisions
And
of
then-
section 7, 129 and 130 are not complied with,
That should be
village
building
manager shall
inspector.
notify.
That'd
So
be-
that's building inspector, not manager.
And those should both be sevens.
Yes, I got that. Thanks. In accordance with 1-8.
Should that be, make sure, check on that.
I don't know. It's probably correct. Well, maybe not.
And should the manager be the commissioner of noxious weeds of the village? And shall serve as such without additional compensation? Put that on the resume.
Is tall grass and noxious weeds the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, basically it is.
We just used the backhoe and ripped out the tall grasses on the highway,
Which-
they were complaining about it, so I figured
I
that's.
think that
part of
should be
that.
treasurer as well. Since she sends out the tall grass letters.
Yeah, I
So you're
think,
taking yourself off that and putting the treasurer on there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think section 1-8 is not correct, so I gotta look into that.
Circle it.
I did.
Could be a fat thumb, it could be a 10-8
Could it be something from the zoning?
or zoning.
Well, if it is, I need this, it should probably say whatever it is with the title of the section as well,
Yeah.
for clarification. Okay. And I'll do another page break there for exemptions to go to the next page. Just talks about certain exempted, or flower gardens, shrubs, vegetable gardens, and small green plots. So I guess that's if you have, you know, tall plants and vegetable gardens, that, those are not to be, they're exempt from mowing. Article 6 is trees. Got the purpose, the definitions again, authority and power, about the village tree board.
Do we have a village tree board?
Pardon?
Do we have a village tree board?
Yeah, the president's in there, in the audience right now.
Mark,
Huh?
Yeah,
On section 7, 165A,
yep,
it should
I
say
thought that was hard.
No trees
consists
for
of
you.
a member of the village council and a member of the department. You've just got village council and then comma, a member of the Department of Public Works.
okay, say that again, the tree board shall consist of a member of the village council
And
and.
a member
and
of
a
the
member
Department
of
of Public Works.
Okay,
Three person. Oh,
term of
that's what I
office,
said.
so this one, the tree board is a specific time frame. Do you have a question?
What's up?
I thought someone.
No, it was
said
me
something.
talking.
Oh, you,
There's no
okay.
third person listed. It shall consist of three persons
Well,
to
the
be
village
appointed.
president, it says too.
Well, he appoints and you guys
Well, the village
approve.
president approves of it.
It's great, according to our application for Tree City USA, it's, I think it's Bart, Chris, and is it Doug Holland? I just think I removed Doug Holland. He might still be on there.
Oh,
So what would
I
his
was
role
never on
be?
that.
Oh, you're on it.
Oh, no.
According to our applications the last 4 years.
Who's the tree person up here?
It's Chris, it's been Chris.
Well, who was it before she sat down?
There wasn't one.
It was Chris, Doug Holland, and Mr. White.
Oh, Tom, sure.
Oh,
I was on with Tom White.
Yeah, yeah, you never left. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, Doug Holland's not here anymore. It's just me?
And Bart?
Oh, and they added you. Okay.
Yeah, we took out the arborist, because we don't have.
So
an
should
arborist.
we,
Yeah, I know a lot.
We'll get John on it.
who's the third person?
I'd have to look at the application, tell you who I put on there.
Alright,
Maybe we should change it to 2 persons?
no, I think we need that number.
Okay.
Tree City USA, applications.
It's been a while.
But maybe it's not really a role, is it just a, you know, a community member at large or something? I don't know.
It's volunteer, so.
Well,
I can tell you right now, we never met.
Right back there, one
Did we?
time.
Oh, one time,
Where were
okay.
you planting trees?
I tell you, I know nothing about trees. that one over there, he
The
knows a little
flare.
something, something, he's a biology major.
Right, Mike?
Well, then let's Mike do it. I don't know anything about trees.
Yeah, I know nothing about them.
I've heard him.
I know you got a plant of some in my yard.
My 153 now, look.
It is Doug Hollum, Chris Newman, and Jason Thurston.
Does
Next
he-
year when we apply, we'll switch out Doug if you have anybody in mind. If not, Kelly Cornford just nominated her.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling her that tomorrow.
Tell her congrats.
Does Doug hold a specific
Pending
role?
council approval.
Does Doug, is he a certain role in the community, or is he just
He
kind of a
started
public
beautification
servant?
day.
he
He now
started
lives in
beautification
Haslett,
day,
but
yeah.
he'll be back in a couple Fridays.
Alright, so I didn't know if there's something we could put in here as a specific person of the community,
No,
or just
he was-
member,
In perpetual.
resident.
He was a
at large?
teacher
Hollum
that got
in
involved.
Committee member or community member at large.
Yeah.
There
He
you
got
go.
so many awards for beautification day that Hal and I went down and accepted the ultimate award for him because he couldn't go that day. So they don't give us any more awards because we have the ultimate award. Because he started it. And it's all over Michigan. We were the first ones.
Okay. Says the tree board shall select its own officers annually.
We will.
And keep a record of its proceedings.
Chairperson, vice chairperson, and secretary, okay.
Jason, just for your information, I'm never here in the summer.
We can meet at your place.
Just meeting.
We'll come up.
It talks about its
Oh, you meet up
prohibited
north.
species of street trees and park trees. So it lists a few of those. Spacing of trees, distance of street trees from the curb. And just various care of trees. And the right to plant, prune, maintain, and remove trees within the boundaries of public streets, alleys, lanes, parks.
Who determines the size of the tree?
Right, that's kind of
Yeah,
subjective, a
but
small,
it's-
medium,
Yeah, small,
large.
medium, large. When I planted it, it was small.
Right.
It was.
Right.
And what's small or large,
Hopefully,
one person
yeah.
might not be the same for another person. Do we need like a certain size
It
like
was,
that?
it was a dwarf.
If
Not
you just,
Jack.
if you
Well,
just
I mean-
call Clucks, they'll tell
Call
you.
clubs, I'll call
They'll
that.
say, just
And maybe it
put
could
a
also
bar
even
pump.
be, instead of when, the time of planting, maybe, it could also be defined maybe by the species of a certain,
Yeah.
full
Okay.
grown
You can always
trees,
plant
the
certain
size.
species.
Including,
Yeah.
da-da-da-da, yeah,
Because like, some trees only grow to be 15
Right.
feet tall, while some will grow to 40.
right.
So it's probably based on that more than when it's planted. I'm thinking it's planting a large
Yeah.
tree.
Yep.
So we'll kind of go with it from there.
Mark, above removal of stumps, it says the village, the village, the village, the village, so that's just something to delete.
Which, where you at?
It's all in red, between the removal of stumps and the pruning of trees.
Yeah, I don't have the red version with me, so that's why I'm.
Okay.
Is that it down there?
Village shall have the right to plant.
Oh, oh,
Which section are you in?
Seven, it's between
Seven
seven
and
169 and 7-170.
The village, the village, the village, the village, village.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get to that part yet.
Oh, I don't have that in this.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
It was
in
on my
red.
email
It's in
list, I
red.
printed
Yeah,
it
this
off.
is.
Yeah, I don't
Village is
have
the-
that in here.
Yeah, I've got the clean version, so.
Okay.
That's not.
If it's all in red, it's probably, it's either deleted or added,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so most likely that's deleted.
See it.
sounds like
So close.
the person that wrote it was.
Just removal of stumps that they need to be removed by the surface of the ground. Interference with tree board, so people can't interfere with the tree board.
Oh, good.
Appeal to village council, kind of same type of items. And then, we've got our violation fees at the very back. And that would wrap up chapter 7. Any other questions or anything?
You think
before we go on?
8 to
Do you
10?
drink? I would be if I had to go over this stuff.
You wanna go do 8 to 10 next
We
month?
will get it done.
Sounds
There you go, sounds good.
10 is kind of
All
long, but
through.
let's get through it.
Yeah.
Yep, let's go.
Yes,
Going back to the, chapter 4,
okay,
the dogs.
yep,
Any dog impounded for having bitten any person shall be held for not less than 5 days. Didn't it used to be 10 days?
Which section are you on,
I'm
please?
on,
Because of,
well, it's page,
rabies or
chapter
something?
4,
What's the bottom page say?
they're
it's
on
on
about-
6, page 4-6,
Okay.
C.
Is that the first thing with the rabies, you know, or is that?
Rabies precautions?
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah.
used to be 10 days.
Maybe, you know, they can,
Have they changed that?
maybe you can find it quicker now.
I can check on it.
That's what it was, do you know, that's what it was when I was on the police department, was 10 days, they would hold them.
The dog that was doing the biting?
Are you in
Yeah.
4-50?
Well, let me look.
I'm
They
at
only
4
been
dash
quarantined
6.
for 3
Any
days.
dog
Right.
biting.
Should be placed
3
under the
days.
observation of a
3 days
veterinarian
now?
at this
Are you-
facility.
are you on-
Quarantined for 3 days to make sure they don't have rabies.
Yeah, this one says any dog impounded for having bitten someone is not less than 5 days. You're seeing it's 3 now, not 10.
I always known it to be 3 days.
Okay.
Do we impound them?
No, we don't. It's all animal control. We would do that.
does,
They
but-
would know,
Okay.
yes. They would know
Or the
anyways.
owner keeps it in their house, they have to.
kennels we know, but they do quarantine.
Yeah, the owner's supposed to quarantine it for at least 3 days until
No.
3 to 5, whatever it is. But animal control handles all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
one says
That
5.
tax is like right now.
So it's 3, I think we're.
I've been retired for
Okay with
16
5.
years, but back in the.
It's not 10 days anymore, I know that.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, it's not 10 days.
Okay,
Health department calls and then they send animal control out,
okay.
and it's between animal control and.
All right, we've had enough of this for one
Well, I've
night.
had enough, I've had enough for at least a month.
Next month, you guys.
All right, thank you.
Well, too, so I don't know if you guys wanna do the same thing. Let that rest.
If you guys wanna read in advance next time, feel free.
Okay, then I'll do this.
There you go. There, perfect stopping point. Department reports, DPW.
I think I went cross-eyed listening to that.
Water, we pumped 3,910,000 gallons. Sent the service line report and the annual service material report to the state. Put in a new sump pump in the water pit, helped Sapanskis replace 515, 525, 530 Chestnut, and also replaced a line on Maple. Completed 8 internal water line investigations, had 6 shut-offs and 2 turn-ons. In the sewer, we pumped 6,044,000 gallons. We dumped our number 3 lagoon. We ran weekly samples of Chesnang, pulled a sewer pump at the school and on Maple Street. Oh, streets, this is the last flood, not this flood. Cleaned out catch basins, ran the jetter on North Street, Main Street, and J Street, ran the 4 and 3 inch pump on Water Street for 7 days. Has capacities clean out the flood pumps and pit on Water Street. Tried to keep up with potholes, dumped trash uptown, cleaned up the roadsides and yards from plow trucks. In the park, we cleaned up the large tree that fell by the concession stand, which it did dent the roof in on the one corner. I don't think it's a big deal, but it's beat up.
We'll see what they have to say.
Yeah.
I think they brought it to our attention, but
Okay.
I didn't think it would be a problem this season, I don't think.
I don't think it'll be a leak or anything, but it just beat up. Cleaned up the leaves by the fences, the ball diamonds and pavilions, started cleaning the brush up behind the pool, which I would kinda like to get with the park board committee. We started in one corner there. I wanna see if it's alright if we just keep on going. You'll see it back there. We got a big pile of dirt, how I cleaned it. I wanna do the whole area like that. If it's something you guys are good with.
We'll let you know next week.
Yeah. Dump trash, put up 2 new baskets on the Frisbee Golf Course. On equipment, we picked up, some 6-inch water clamps, replaced parts from the storm pumps. Got 2 belts and bearings for the John Deere deck and picked up new blades for the mowers. We had responded to 30 service calls and 20 missed gigs.
How does this flood affect the drainage? Does it make it worse or does it make it better? You get a lot of stuff getting in there, or does it flush it out? There's stuff like Center and West Michigan and stuff.
So, the
Right.
funny thing about this flood, it's flooded areas that don't normally
That
flood.
don't normally flood, right?
Not the problem areas that we were used to, so it kinda threw us off a little bit.
Yeah.
Does it help wash it out or does it? bring more sediment in.
Our storm pumps, it plugs them up because everything that comes off the street goes to our storm pumps, so they were half full of sand.
What I wonder if it was the sand, cause people complain cause a lot of it doesn't drain. Right, but mine even says doesn't drain.
Yeah.
How often do we clean them out?
Well, we had to wait until we got the water pump down with our gas pumps to be able to get the water out, to get down with the suck truck to clean all the sand out. That's why we had to pump with our gas pumps for 7 days.
I mean, do we once a year go
We
around
try
and
to
clean
do
some of
them
this
twice
stuff
a
out,
year.
or just the problem
We're trying to
areas?
do them twice a year, fall and spring, so that way this doesn't, you're gonna get some, but we got about that much freeboard. So if we get them twice a year,
Now, some of this, you'd think some of the water would flush some of that out of there, but yeah. I can see
it don't, because it's gotta be pumped out, it doesn't just flow out, so
Okay.
that's why.
So Jason, if you pump out at like a yard, like you're across the street from our house last time, where does that water go?
We can't put that water anywhere, cause there's no other catch basin to put it. We jetted it,
So what do you do? Put it in a lagoon? What do you do with it?
Put it on the other side of the street.
Do what?
Other side of the street.
we haven't pumped any of it.
You got a container that you
Oh,
put
I think she's saying
We
when
don't-
you
we
suck
don't
it
pump
out,
it
what do you
here.
do with the stuff you
We just
suck
clean the
out?
catch
Oh,
basins that we can
If they
clean.
suck it out, it goes
Okay,
to
what,
the.
okay, what did you do then, when you were across the street?
We jetted it, we jetted that drain on the corner,
Oh,
just to get it moving better. We ran all 300 feet as far as we could go, and it never got any better.
okay.
So it's taken as much as it can take. It just takes a long time, because all that water from the apartments just rushes down there, and then they get flooded. So,
Oh, it's always been.
we had 300 feet of hose, we ran all 300 feet.
Do we have access to HVAC anytime we want?
No, we call,
He said-
Well, we call
You're saying that.
Sapansky's.
we call Sapansky's or we
See,
call
we used to
city
call
sewer.
city sewer. So
They're
you get a lot of bills for city sewer on, that's for the back truck. Well, Sapansky's got the same back truck now, so they're giving us better deals to use, that's why you're seeing Sapansky. Because we're using their back truck instead of city sewers.
And it's like that.
It's local, they're in town, they'll come anytime we need them, and they're giving us better deals. So that's why you're seeing Sapansky. And we're keeping it local, that helps too.
You've probably answered this question for me before, but I'm gonna ask you again, because I don't remember. When you dump the lagoons, where does that go?
Essentially the river,
The river.
it goes on
But
the
it goes
backside of our
through
lagoons.
first.
Is that legal?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why we test
It's a
them.
plain Fritz.
We have
Take it to
to,
testing and have it tested.
we have to,
before it's dumped.
Okay.
we have to take samples a week before we dump.
Yeah.
They get sent to Chesaning.
Oh, no.
They send those results to the state gives us results back and says, okay, it's okay to dump, you're safe.
When is it okay? You got enough oxygen levels in it?
Your oxygen's good, your DO's good, your dissolved oxygen, your fecal's down, your phosphorus is down, your ammonias are low. If that's all high, they say, okay, give it 2 weeks, test it again, and then you can dump it. You have to wait for all your numbers to be right.
And you're only talking about the third lagoon, right?
2 and 3 we dump.
2 and 3 you dump,
Yep.
okay.
So all the time you're dumping, every other day we're taking a DO, every other day we take they call it a composite sample. And we run those to Chesaning, and if they see anything going on where it's getting too high or too goofy, they shut us down. It usually has never happened to me yet, but that's what they monitor it all the way through the dumping. We get 10 days, then we have to shut down for 2 weeks, and then we can go to the other pond and do the same thing. And we do that twice a year.
Did we have to do any emergency discharge for this
No.
event? No, okay.
It was.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, okay.
We were worried about water getting in, not us getting
Yeah,
water
right.
out.
Right.
Okay,
But
thank
yeah.
you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Hey, police.
So for the month of March, there was 65 traffic stops and 19 citations, 81 calls for service, turned in 82 total reports. So we had, what was it, 9 arrests for the month, picking up a lot of warrants. Clearing some of them up. We're still swearing out a bunch of them. I did 3 today total on cases, so there's always more to be picked up. Any questions on any of the calls? They're on the sheet. No?
Normal stuff.
What's that?
Normal
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, we with the possession of methamphetamines, that was a traffic stop, somebody recognized the person they know by name and sight was driving a car, wasn't supposed to, they stopped him, they found drugs in the car, so. Nobody has asked this, I thought for sure somebody's gonna ask about the monkey.
No, we read about the kids were talking about the monkey this morning.
I thought that'd be the first thing somebody asked about was about the
Everybody
monkey.
thought that was true, and it was I've seen Neil holding it, I'm like.
Oh, yeah, that's AI.
And it was, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his picture was AI, but there was a monkey, it's on Cole, it's on Cole Street, I saw
I
it the
got
other
the thing to
day.
get pellets, and I went to pay with a banana, he's like, shut up, I didn't know.
I drove down the road and she was in the front yard with her kids and it was on her back, and I thought I was supposed to stay in the house, but, so, well,
Let's see if there's anything to do about it.
animal control went over there, the only thing she has to have is something for the health department saying the monkey does not have rabies and it's fine, there's nothing about exotic animals or anything like that, she can have it in the house, as like a cat. Because it's not kept outside, there's nothing we can do
Because you
about
keep
it.
it in the house.
She has it outside on a leash when she's outside,
Yeah,
and my question to the animal control was, well then how did it get out?
Yeah.
So apparently it can open doors.
Try to get into somebody's house.
Or something. But yeah, well, I mean, that's what the lady called it. Did you guys hear the 911 call? The dispatch call?
Yes, I did hear that.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
There's a monkey outside my front door on the porch trying to break into my house and
Rattling the door.
It's true, I know, it's doing a really good job too.
the lady went, it was the neighbor across the street, she went out, she heard a noise at her front door, went to look, there was a monkey trying to break into her house. And a guy,
The dispatcher asked you if you handle those
So
things,
they
and
call
you
us
said,
and we're
"Yeah,
like,
go check it out." I thought, if that was me, I'd say, I don't know, I've never had a.
and that
call.
wasn't us, we weren't on duty, it was the animal control.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
everybody thought it was me, cause it sounded like, no, it wasn't me, I wasn't even working. No, it wasn't me. No, I had left early that day because I had a doctor's appointment. And 30 minutes after I left is when that call came out.
Okay.
Yeah, I got calls about it, I was in the doctor's office.
I know the animal control officer, and she was very excited to see a monkey live in person.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the incident that happened out on Shawline Road last week?
Yeah, it's the same guy that we caught already once. We chased him down to the house, caught him. He swallowed drugs, we took him to the hospital. We don't have obviously the people that sit on him for 24 hours until he gets released, so we the hospital made us sign a petition on him saying that they would call us when they're gonna release him, but they didn't do that. So then he went back out to the house and had another domestic when we weren't on duty, so the state and the county went there not knowing this guy, knowing he's gonna run every time you get to the house. So he ran out the back and went on town line, same guy.
I was told that that's a guy that murdered a female in Saginaw, pregnant
Not
female,
that I know of. No.
and that's why he ran.
No, he's running because when we picked him up, he had 9 active warrants on from the county alone. He swallowed a bunch of drugs. He has now 3 warrants, felony warrants that we charged him from when he ran from us. So he's up to 12, and then that other incident from the other night is however many that state and the county charged him with.
So he's not the guy that.
No, he's just he's drug addict.
And then my understanding from the hospital side, since we don't have anybody to sit on them, they don't call because they don't wanna be called to court, they don't wanna be subpoenaed.
They say it's HIPAA violation.
I believe
Yeah.
that.
How is it HIPAA violation when, well, then I asked him, I said, okay, well, did he pass the drugs? Well, I can't tell you that. I said, what's my evidence? I need my evidence for my crime. Where is that at? I can't tell you that.
Stupid.
It's ridiculous.
So when you get a blood alcohol, isn't that kind of the same slippery slope?
You would think, you would think, but they said, and I talked to the manager of the security department there, asked him what's going on, he said, it's a loophole, we obviously have an issue, we're trying to work through it. I said, well, something's gotta be done, cause, you know, our suspect just got let go.
Which hospital was that?
Covenant.
Oh, that's something funny. Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, it's chased him all through the park. Ryan was a smart one, went back to his car and drove after the guy while the other 2.
He might have been out of breath, and that might be why I'm laughing.
Oh, it was, because before they just caught him, and I already got a text message from somebody in Sunview asking what's going on, because they saw officers chasing there at that house. It's the house that we've been watching.
Okay.
So I knew Ryan was on duty. I called him, and he was, yeah, what's up? You all right? Yeah, I'm good. Just a brief run. You know, but he had just, and when I rewatched the video, his phone rang me calling after he just shut the door and I put him in the car. So it was like moments after he got done running.
And it made me think of Superbad when like McLovin runs and he's like, he's so fast, he's the fastest kid alive. I can't catch him. Oh my gosh. And he's out of breath and I was like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But he was a smart one though. He ran back to the car where the other two officers chased after him through the park, and so he went around. But he was still out of breath because they parked down the road to try and sneak up on him. Because as soon as the guy sees the cop car in front, he goes to the back door, whether I'm just driving up and down the road or we're pulling in the driveway. But if you drive by the house now, it's covered in blankets. All the windows are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a long process, but we're trying to get him out of there. But
Was there another situation down on West Town Line, further down, like
he stole a bike that night.
around Hartley?
Yeah, he stole a bike, a dirt bike from somebody's yard. That's how he got away.
Okay, that, I heard that.
I don't know whose it was because we didn't take the report, but he ran towards town line and apparently he went out in somebody's yard and got a bike and left, and that's how he got away. So that's the story, anyways.
Thank you, Chief.
Yep.
Building inspector, code enforcement.
All right. We had one zoning permit issued in the month of March, and it was a lot combination for the American Legion. They put the two lots together on the corner of Saginaw. And then we had 10 complaints. I actually closed out the 327 Flint.
That looks really nice over there.
Yeah, he's been working steadily on it.
Yeah.
Looks a lot better than
Looks
it
so much
did.
better.
130 West North, there's a dead tree there that was an ongoing issue between the township offices and the apartment complex. Today, the township told me we've had enough. They aren't gonna do anything. The township supervisor, Dan Ackerman, has been trying to get them to remove the tree and they won't. So it's back in our court, so.
They took all the branches off it though, didn't they?
The majority of them, there's still some hanging there.
Is there still some there?
We're afraid, the township's afraid it's gonna fall into and onto one of the vehicles during an election or one of our meetings,
Right.
or even into their building.
I know it's close to the
So
parking
I
lot.
did write up, 330 South Saginaw for trees in the same condition, but they were much larger. So I moved forward with that one. I gotta follow through on this one too, just to, keep it fluid. We had a couple of extra violations or,
Trees are down.
come in, 2 on Bell, 1 on Sunview, trash, rubbish, building materials. I have another one on Bell, turned in, waiting for, the hearing date. I received the, notice from the attorney that he has requested a formal hearing, but we haven't got a date back yet. As soon as I get that, hopefully it's not the day of, because that happens once in a while. We'll get that one taken care of. We have 90 days from the court on 330 South Saginaw. That one I have to recheck in June. And then the one at 130 West North, nope, wrong one, sorry, reading the wrong one here.
1030, Number 6.
1030, yep, 1030 North Saginaw. That one has to be done by May 6th. They had 60 days to do
It's looking much better, I think.
It does, it does. That's all I have, any questions?
I got one on the Sunview call. You have the name on there is Stemple.
Yes.
That's the house we were just talking about. That's not a person who's living there now.
I
No,
got a call
Stemple
on
is the
that.
property owner.
Thought it was a land contract though.
It is.
That's the way it's done, is a land contract. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what the issue with us trying to get them people out of there is because it's a land contract. So shouldn't it go to the people who are doing the land contract now?
Our ordinance requires it to go to the tax record.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's Stemple. I do also send notices to the occupant.
Yeah.
They are aware of the
Okay.
violation.
Or don't go to the house if you're gonna put a note on the door by yourself.
Okay. All right.
I did get a call that you got a call about the garbage out front, and the guy chose to just go over and pick it up himself, but he knew there was stuff in the garbage, so he didn't wanna pick it up, but he did, so,
On Sunview?
yeah.
Okay. There's a bunch of it piled along the house.
Oh, yeah, all in the house, but their trash sat on the front yard for a
Right.
couple weeks because they didn't have it in the cans.
Right. Okay.
The other one, I guess I'm unclear what's going on with the, next to the library there. I mean, they said something about making it part of the library, then they said no, and then they're gonna make it into a,
Oh, you mean
Place for
Mason,
the-
the Mason building?
yeah, I don't know what are they actually gonna do? They get a permit to
They
do
don't know
something
yet.
off of it? They don't
They
know.
talked to me about opening up walls, but I haven't heard anything further.
And I heard no, they
They
weren't
have to
gonna.
have engineering,
Well,
an engineer come in to look at it, because you're going through a support wall, if they're gonna do that, and I haven't heard anything further after that.
I went in there and talked to Nanette this week, and, she said, it's coming up again Sunday at the meeting.
4/12.
Somebody's gonna bring it back, but they turned it down the first time. It was voted down, they weren't gonna take it. But
Okay.
somebody, I believe the township actually started it, to go back to them.
Jeannie would know.
Were you at their meeting where Kathy Klein said?
Dot Klein.
Yeah, and I heard Elder Center, I'm hearing all
he
sorts
said-
of.
Well, it-
Dr. Klein said he was going to bring it up to them to reconsider. Had also said that someone had been absent at the meeting where they voted it down.
It's me.
Okay.
He asked the township to write a letter.
In
to the-
support,
Yeah.
Right.
which he did to the DDA as well.
Yep.
He brought that up here and I don't think there was interest on the council side.
And the whole thing you're hearing about the center when I was talking to her is that they would just use the bottom of it and the top they can't use because it's really not handicap accessible, and then the renters would stay in the back. But the front she would use for several different things, like senior citizens things, any kind of community things,
Movie nights.
movie nights, kids things. And it would be a place, actually she told me it would be a good place to do the Christmas walk and keep them out of her library, and she could put them in there with the frosting and the ketchup and the mustard and the.
So basically, they haven't decided on what they're gonna do.
Correct.
So they're gonna bring it back up again.
I have one last question. Jason, street sweeping will resume this Friday, next Friday?
Probably next.
Okay, just wanted to.
We're gonna probably get the John Deere with the front broom on it to get some of the leaves cleaned up.
Public comment? Okay, I got a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. Good meeting, everybody.